Episode 99. Liu Hao was also stunned for a moment, as if he couldn't quite believe what he was seeing. It took him a moment to process. Then he suddenly broke into a grin.
What a coincidence! It's Brother Ye! So you're working as a net admin here, old-timer.
Liu Hao feigned a surprise. He exclaimed with exaggerated flair. Yeah.
So how is it? Is the work tough?
How much does it pay per month? Liu Hao asked, with an air of genuine concern. Make it 1,800. Most regular employees at Chen Gozan Internet Cafe got free room and board plus 1,500 a month. For a temporary gig, that was a pretty sweet deal. Since Ye Xiu worked the full overnight shift, he got an extra 300 subsidy, bringing his total to 1,800. 1,800 ha.
A bit nervous, huh? So, is your monthly cigarette money enough? If not, don't be shy. Come find the guys. It's not far anyway. Just cross the street and walk a few steps, right?
All right, Ye Xiu replied casually, but Tang Ru had already sensed this was no ordinary small talk. This guest's tone is off, he said, turning to Ye Xiu. A friend of yours. Before Ye Xiu could answer, Liu Hao cut in.
Friends? Not a chance. We wouldn't dare presume to be friends. With Brother Ye. To be precise, we're just subordinates to Brother Ye.
Ye Xiu remained silent, his gaze fixed intently on Liu Hao. Liu Hao hastily took a step back, putting on an exaggerated look of terror.
That look again! That look again! You know, whenever Brother Ye gets that look, it means he's about to give someone a lecture. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
The guild leader of Dynasty, but Chen Yehui immediately moved in close.
Hao Ji, he can't lecture you now, can he? Right?
Liu Hao put on another exaggerated show of sudden realization.
How could I forget? He's not the captain anymore. What do I do now? Brother Ye, you must still be dying to give me a piece of your mind. But what a shame. You can say it now, but I don't have to listen anymore. Haha.
Sir, have you had a bit too much drink?
Tang Ru's tone was uncharacteristically sharp.
You don't need to get involved, miss. This is a personal matter between her and me.
Liu Hao at this moment had no interest in cozying up to the beauty, had completely lost interest. Ye Xiu smiled, plucked the cigarette from his lips, stubbed it out, and slowly rose to his feet, looking at Liu Hao as he said,
I've always called you out because you messed up. If you don't like that, you've got to give me a chance to see you do better. Right?
Tang Ru let out a sudden soft laugh. Chen Guo was right. Ye Xiu really does have a remarkable talent for saying things that make you want to tear your hair out. Those words lit a fire in Liu Hao. All pretense and strange posturing vanished. Veins bulged on his forehead as he thrust his neck forward, confronting Ye Xiu head on. I'm not giving you a chance!
Is it that I'm not giving you a chance? Or that you've never given me one? From the very first day, I joined the team. You've been holding me down, never letting me have a shot at the top. I know you're afraid that if I ever get my chance, I'll take your spot. But did you really think you could keep me down forever? So how about now? I'm the one who stayed on the team. You're the one who got kicked out. I'm the deputy captain now. And you're just a lowly net cafe attendant. 1,800 a month.
Pathetic! Truly pathetic!
Ye Xiu watched him quietly. Not a word was said. Liu Hao laughed with abandon. Chen Yihui offered a sycophantic smile beside him, while Wang Zi and Fang Fengren stood uncomfortably in the back, silent. Yutao. Liu Hao's laughter cut off instantly. He was curious to hear what else Ye Xiu had to say. Ye Xiu just waved a dismissive hand at him, his gaze fixed on the space behind him. Was I talking about you too? Liu Hao glanced back to see Wang Zi and Fang Fengren behind him. But he wasn't about to listen to Ye Xiu and actually step aside. Ye Xiu, for his part, paid him no mind and just continued speaking.
Your performance today was subpar. Wang Zi, you're still too focused on being flashy. Too many flashy moves just leave openings for your opponent to exploit. Actually, your opponent today is a great example to learn from. simple and effective. If you can match his efficiency and combine it with your own fluid technique and sense of rhythm, you won't lose to anyone in a Wang. Wang. Fang Fangren, you're too cautious, always second, guessing yourself. As a pro player, the difference in reaction and execution speed is often measured in tenths of a second. If you're always overthinking, you'll naturally give your opponent the opening. Using your head in a match is good, but you're overdoing it. Sometimes you need to learn to trust your gut and make a call. Intuition isn't as unreliable as you think. It's actually the sum of all your experience.
Wang Zi and Fang Fengren listened, stunned, but had no idea how to react, to answer or not to answer. In the end, both men could only bury their heads in shame. Liu Hao, who had been standing there listening dumbfounded for a while, suddenly snapped back to reality and jumped forward, saying, "What's the meaning of this?"
Who do you think you are? The captain. What gives you the right to lecture our players like that?
And you too. Yishu turned his gaze to Liu Hao.
When Seng Shishang was on a roll, taking out 3 opponents in the second round, did you notice anything? When he was relying purely on his individual skill in the team battle, did you remind him of anything? Do you have a complete tactical plan for dealing with the Yang Kang and Xu Bin? Combo, I criticize you because you make mistakes. I hold you back because you're not ready yet. But you're capable, resorting to such means to climb up here. Since that's the case, do a good job. This position isn't an easy one to hold. You need genuine, solid strength. Keep at it. Alright, the 4 of you can head back now. Ye Xiu gave them their marching orders.
On what grounds? We're here to use the computers. Give us 4 machines.
Liu Hao shouted. Ye Xiu held a newspaper rolled into a tube and tapped it a few times against something hanging on the wall. But the light here is too dim to see clearly.
Little Tang, brighten the light over here.
Tang Ru acknowledged and brightened the light on her side. Yi Xiu tapped the paper tube against a listed clause once more, then turned back to Liu Hao.
See that? This internet cafe does not serve intoxicated patrons. My apologies, gentlemen.
You again. Liu Hao was furious. They'd had a few drinks, sure, but they were far from drunk. Calling them alcoholics was a stretch. This guy was just abusing his authority. Liu Hao was about to argue when Ye Xiu spoke again, his tongfai.
Don't make a scene. You're public figures. It won't look good for you.
With that, Ye Xiu calmly took out a cigarette from his pocket, flicked one out, and placed it between his lips. Liu Hao's gaze fixed on Ye Xiu with venomous intensity. Finally, with a grit of his teeth, he turned away.
Let's go.
Don't bother. Ye Xiu lit a cigarette and watched the 4 leave. He then took a deep drag.